First off, ignore how bad the background looks. It's so boring and plain. I'm so sorry. Anyway. Blue's fine. Blue's fine. Hey guys. Oh, I don't even know what time it is. Hold on. 12:28 a.m. on Friday, August 25th. And I don't know, I was thinking about this video this morning actually because of the topic we're going to discuss. And I was like, hey, what if I started like posting twice a week? My phone's at 20%. Anyway, it's gonna make it. It's gonna be okay. It is currently Friday. My next video goes up on Saturday at 4. And I'm like, that's like forever. I feel like I posted that video literally last week and it's just been scheduled for a week now. So it felt like so weird not having anything. I think it's 2 videos until I get stressed out and overwhelmed by school. Let's see how long that takes. I don't know what to name this, but I do want to give it a name. I think it'd be really fun to name it. So comment down some ideas. And there's probably gonna be like late night videos, like just sitting in my room right here in this exact spot and just chatting. And I got this idea this morning because so basically I keep waking up really early on accident. It happens every day. Every morning I wake up on accident early. And like that time on my phone is usually either for anywhere from 5 minutes to like an hour, possibly even 2. Or sometimes I just don't even go back to sleep. Very rarely, but it happens sometimes. This morning I was on for like an hour and I was scrolling through YouTube and I found this video. Let me find it so you guys know what I'm talking about. And also check it out because it's actually kind of informative and good. Not that it needs my promotion, but like it was a good video. I enjoyed watching it. It's called Gen Alpha is on the internet and it's getting weird. I saw that video and I haven't thought about it. There's other generations like that are like other generations below Gen Z, like younger than Gen Z. And I think that's weird to me because Gen Z has been the youngest for a while. Even though Gen Alpha has existed, but it hasn't really been super prevalent, you know? No one's talking about like, oh, Gen Alpha, like no one's talking about it like that, you know? But I saw this video and it made me realize they're getting older. Like the oldest Gen Alphas are like 13 years old. That's scary. Just to give you guys like a good time frame, Gen Z started in 1995 until 2009. So anyone born between those times is considered Gen Z. And then 2010 until like some year in the future, I don't know, 2030 something, is Gen Alpha. So yeah, and I just think it's really weird because like it really made me think about like how I'm getting older. I'm 18, I'm turning 19 in November. And that's like really scary to me because like there's a lot of people that I know that are like, you know, like actually adulting, like being an adult, like actually moving out, living in their own apartments. Like one of my friends is moving into his own apartment like soon, like so soon. But I think it's important to remember that like growing up doesn't have to be scary. And I definitely need to remind myself of this all the time because I always get like nervous like about getting older, but like getting older doesn't need to be scary and doesn't need to be like something people stress over, but it is, you know? But it doesn't have to be. I don't know, that was weird. I don't know why I phrased it like that, but sorry, I'm tired. It's been a long day, okay? But I don't know. It really brings me back to like the thought of like enjoying where you are. You know what I mean? Because like I find myself looking back on times that I used to stress over. Like in the moment, I would stress over so much. But now that I look back on it with like fond memories. You know, I'm like, oh, like I miss stressing over those little things because they weren't that big a deal. And I know that one day I will look back at this time in my life and be like, wow, I was like stressed over like things that didn't really mean much. Even though like these are kind of big deals, but like it's really, you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna get through it. I think it's also important to enjoy where you are to the fullest so that like when you look back on it, you're not like, oh, like living your life in regret that you look back so much, you know? Yeah, I think it's important to reminisce and to like be nostalgic over things. That's normal. But like sometimes it gets a little too obsessive. I find myself doing it a lot where I like look back on like my childhood a lot. I'm like, oh, I wish I was a kid again. But at the same time, I'm never gonna get that back. So I need to stop thinking that, you know, because it's not gonna come back no matter how much I wish it would. Keep looking forward, don't look back. In a lot of things in my life, and I know like in a lot of other people's lives, it's important to just not look back. Like it's important to look back in terms of like learning and things like that, and like growth and whatever. But other than that, looking back isn't always the best because it stops you from looking forward. Anyway, that's what I was thinking of this morning. It took me down a terrible rabbit hole of thinking about getting older, but there's no need to be afraid. And I know a lot of people are like worried about school starting, or like maybe school just started and they're nervous. Like I'm nervous and I started school. But enjoy where you are, you know what I mean? Even though it may be difficult, enjoy it. Because one day you may look back on it and be like, wow, life was so much easier back then, you know? But yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm just spitting nonsense. But I feel like this could be like a fun concept for videos. I probably won't be talking about like philosophical, like crazy things, like getting deep into like, oh, like, you know, don't be so in a rush to grow up, things like that. But like there might just be silly conversations, just kind of whatever I'm feeling. But yeah, I think that's it. That's all I really want to say right now. I'm so tired. Today was such a long day. So much happened today. Crazy things. But yeah, and I have school tomorrow, so that's awesome. But yeah, I don't know, like, subscribe, all the things, I guess, whatever. But yeah, I don't know, I'm too tired for this outro. But yeah, hope you guys have a good night or day or whatever. Take care of yourselves. Don't worry so much. Everything's gonna like work out the way it needs to. It always does. Everything works out the way it needs to in the end. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go to sleep, I think. Yeah. This video is kind of awkward, sorry.